Well, there's one gap there.
There's a couple of gaps I can see
Yes,
there, Bobby, but
exactly, yeah.
it's all right if they're in their right position. We don't mind. Might be a couple of non-starters.
Right, we presume that's the 10-second. Usually it isn't 10 seconds, but there we go, we're off. The Porsche gets a jump on the Corvette, a big jump on the Corvette.
Yeah,
and
well,
the other
weight over the
Porsche
back
gets
wheels.
a jump on the Corvette as well.
Corvette comes back, though, into turn 1.
And there's Meyer.
Yeah.
Relegated to 4th, but watch him in the twisty bits. And there's his brother, 2 cars behind.
Always a good race, this one.
3 abreast at times. 3, there we go again, 3 abreast.
A bit of a touch there between the GT350, because it's not a Mustang, and the car of Myers as he's behind the Tomaso Pantera now, heading on up into the sweeper. Drops it down in. Meyer looking for the inside line there, but a little bit far back.
Lead being led by Andrew Gibson in the TR3A. Great gaggle, all sorts in there, including
141 down, trying down the inside of the GT350.
Bryce Rogers.
Headlight falling out of car 141. It's dipped its headlight, or dropped it out. Up the old back straight, turn left onto the new section of track.
TR6 out off the track. It's the end of his race.
When they come up the old start finish straight, they'll notice a yellow light, flashing yellow for what is in actual fact turn 3 of this race. And they'll find that there's a Triumph parked on the outside of the track. And here we come up the start finish straight into turn 1.
Seabrook a long way out after 1 lap. 3.4 seconds lead over Di Patello. He's got another 1.5 seconds over Webster, so they're a bit strung out at the front. There's the rest of the field having their own dices. GD6, Spitfire, Sprite. All they were great rivals in their day. They're doing it again.
Powering on in car 4 as he heads on up into the sweeper. Looking for a way around the Triumph. Not going to come off that time.
The Spitfire with the hard top, you might think it's a Spitfire with a hard top, but it's actually a GD6.
And a beautiful car they are.
It had a 2-litre 6-cylinder motor in it.
Yeah, multiple carburetors and a very fast car.
Except it's being led by a 4-cylinder 1.2 litre Spitfire.
It's not showing its speed at the minute, Bobby.
So these 3 having a great dice.
Absolutely.
The Shelby GTS 350 sitting behind, that's one of the Mayers, I think, is it?
Car 71, Warren Holtz in the Hot Speed MG.
Midget, another of the quick midgets,
Seems
leading a Porsche and a Shelby GT 350.
Yeah, the Myers came out with their very quick MG midgets, and it seems that there's a whole heap of people have gone, gosh, they're fast, I better get it out of the shed again.
Yeah.
Big Chevy. Onto the old start finish straight. Lets that big V8 go. Thunders past our commentary position, jumps onto the brakes for turn 3. Dives down through there. How much speed can he show up as he heads into the sweeper?
In fact, there's the Mayer brothers, 1 and 13. They're brothers.
13, yep.
No brotherly love out there at the moment, I would suggest. They're laying 5th and 6th.
Ooh, bit of a lock up there from 43.
And behind them is Michael Byrne in the Lotus Super 7.
Yeah, he's always quite a front runner.
Yeah,
The Chevy's had a spin by the look of it. So
that's off.
Bit of a replay of car 20 as he comes into the corner, heads out. Oh yes,
just lost the rear.
On the sweeper. Fastest corner on the track. So just a simple attempt to get around the outside. Came undone big time. The Meyer boys back through turns 1 and 2.
Michael Byrne in the Lotus behind them.
Car's moving about a bit here, Bobby, but these Meyer boys have got that all sorted.
Yes.
Moving on up into the sweeper now. Keeping it down low, sliding the car in. Move up towards the outside of the track and then drop it back down to the inside as they go through that sweeper.
Now Simon Meyer is leading Damien, and from my memory,
they were the other way around before.
Exactly. And I think Damien usually beats Simon, so Simon's having a day out today and is sitting up there in 5th position looking for 4th.
Yeah, you've got to try and deal with a couple of Porsches in front of him at the moment.
Yep, and a Corvette, so that's ridiculous. 2 1300cc midgets chasing a Corvette and 2 Porsches.
Perhaps it's because they haven't got to push as much air out of the way, Bobby. Big group of cars there heading through what we call a cleavage here at Winton.
Mainly Sprites with a TR and an Alpha in amongst them.
Yeah, now is the Alpha trying to get past the cars in front, or has he been past and they're slowly trying to move away from him?
Maybe the latter.
No, I think so.
TR moves up 1. Andrew Gibson has been around for a long time running that car and be well versed with the trials and tribulations of Winton.
It's an interesting track here at Winton. You're always busy doing something. There's not much room to catch your breath.
In fact, Andrew Gibson in the TR is one of the only 2 Group SA earlier cars that we've got in the race, so he's doing very well.
Yeah, the Meyer boys are all over the back of car 911.
Have a look at him.
Sorry, car 7. They're all over the back of.
Simon's still in front of Damien. There goes Damien looking around the outside. No.
A little bit of brotherly love going on. Whatever you do, brother, don't take me off the track. It's muddy out there, and if you take me off the track, I'm going to make you wash my car. DiBatello in that big Chevy, pounding up the start-finish straight now.
Well, that's where they stretch the lead out a little on the Sprite. Hang on, here we go. The Sprites, no.
MG's out of the road.
Go. MG's out of the way.
And everybody manages to get through. It's the front runners on that slower car. Big Chevy's fast enough to stay in front, but slow enough to slow the Porsches down and bring the other cars behind up close. So it's quite a little challenge going on there between 2 Porsches and 2 MG midgets. Great to see.
Well, they're on their last lap.
Pounding around down the bottom of the track.
There goes Damien again, looking to get round Simon, trying to get up the inside. No, can't do it. Right up his exhaust pipe as they go down the straight. Slipstreaming, but doesn't pull out, keeps behind him.
Oh, car 27 up over the curbs as he comes around. onto the start-finish straight. Checkered flag comes out, and
Seabrook bolts it in.
Bolts it in by a long way. Di Batello should hang on from there for second place. Barber,
There they
Webster.
go in a flurry. Di Batello, Barber, Webster, Simon Meyer, and then Damien Meyer. So a great race, particularly between the Meyer brothers. Seabrook ran away and hid and won by 15 seconds. But behind him, about 1 second covers 4 cars. So a great race from Group S SportsCars, production sports cars. We will see them again 2 races tomorrow, where we are assured the weather will be better.
It's looking better already, Bobby.
Yes.
Track's nice and dry, and seems to be a reasonable amount of grip out there. Some of those lap times are looking pretty handy, so I think, who have we got off track there? Car 90, is it?
Robert Burson in the 240Z.
Yeah, 240Z. Sitting rather forlorn.
Yes, no brake lights are on, and that's about it.
A few of the tail enders coming through there across the finish line. Looks like it might be still cold out there, Bobby. The man on the checkered flag has got that nice warm jacket on.
All right, so we look forward to seeing those cars tomorrow, and we'll break for an ad.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be.
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
We all agree now is the right time to start making choices to support Aussie businesses, supporting Aussie families and communities. Well, from their humble beginnings in Melbourne nearly 100 years ago, Penrite now sit as a truly respected global lubricants brand across automotive and industry. And the best bit, it's still 100% owned by an Aussie family that employs Australians in Australian factories right here on Aussie dirt.